let's talk about what's coming on Music Mondays over the course of the next week or so. So, major updates. Obviously, Music Mondays award stuff is going on in the background. I'll have a little bit of an update later in the show before we dive into some reactions and reviews. So, stay tuned for that. Outside of that, we're going to be working on our graphic refresh when it comes to our social media graphics. Obviously, the logo's staying the same, but we're just going to refresh everything like we do on a yearly basis. So, you'll see some new TikTok templates. You'll see some new updated social media graphics for things like the podcast and promo and things like that. So that'll be a big thing that we're working on, especially heading into the new year. And then outside of that, I think we're going to be looking at Cyberfest 3 as well. So there's a whole lot of major things coming, but when it comes down to your monthly and weekly content, a lot of that will be staying the same. So the podcast, SoundCloud Sunday, playlists, articles, things like that, you can count on those to continue to be the same. Then, of course, your monthly content when it comes down to YouTube uploads, video interviews, monthly SoundCloud playlists, and things like that. So definitely count on those as well. But that's pretty much everything super major. First things first is the Music Mondays Awards, though. So keep your eyes peeled for some details on that. But that's pretty much everything major coming up over the course of the next week or so here at Music Mondays. Let's see here. A couple more things to dive into before we get into some reactions and reviews. So, one other thing, Music Mondays is recruiting. We are on the hunt for all of our Music Mondays staff roles. So if you're a writer, journalist, designer, curator, you want to do short form, you want to do long form content, you want to do any type of content for Music Mondays, definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. We'd be happy to have that conversation with you. Again, resume preferred, but not required. If you're kind of new to the underground independent media space and you want to get your feet wet, we'll be happy to teach you if you're new as well. So again, feel free to send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. And we do have a 2025 Music Mondays role guide where I kind of break down the Music Monday staff roles in a little bit more detail. I talk about your content, your scheduling, and things like that. That is available right now on the Music Mondays YouTube channel, and we'll be updating that in the coming weeks for 2026. So I'll get a new guide up and kind of re-break down all the roles for those that aren't familiar and get a new one up for 2026. So that's definitely on the schedule as well. But again, Music Mondays is recruiting. Next thing is exclusives. So again, Music Mondays is on the hunt for SoundCloud exclusives. If you have any unreleased SoundCloud tracks that you like to have hosted and promoted on the Music Mondays SoundCloud and of course across all of our social media, we're completely free. Definitely let us know. Send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. We'd be happy to get that hosted up for you. Again, we're only interested in unreleased content, so feel free to do whatever you want with the track afterwards. You want to go throw it up on all stores, you want to go do a music video for it, that's fine. We're only interested in the SoundCloud version. Same goes for YouTube as well. If you have an unreleased music video, AMV, lyric video, even if you just want some audio hosted on the Music Mondays YouTube channel of over 300 subscribers for completely free, definitely let us know. Definitely send us a message, send us a DM, send us an email. And again, we'd be happy to get that hosted up for you. We actually killed it in 2025 for exclusives. I think we dropped like, man, I want to say like at least 10. So I'm definitely trying to match that this year for sure, 100%. But again, definitely let us know if you like to have anything hosted on the Music Mondays SoundCloud or the Music Mondays YouTube channel. So that's recruiting, that's exclusives. I think one last thing we got to go over is some 2025 Music Mondays Awards updates. So let's get into it, my friends. I'm down. So the last thing that we spoke about was really finalizing dates and graphics. And now that that's pretty much done, and the nominations are pretty much ready to go. Voting will open this Friday. So again, at the time of the show, obviously, January 5th, 2026, voting and nominations will be public this Friday on January 9th, 2026. And then again, voting will be open for a straight week, so 7 days, and then voting will close on the 16th, and then on the 19th, we'll be hosting the 2025 Music Mondays Awards. So that'll be fun. That'll be really, really fun. Again, we have one more regular show, and then on the 19th, we'll be hosting the Music Mondays Awards in place of the regular show. Then we'll be back to our regular scheduled programming on the 26th. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. And then again, last thing we got to do is just finalize a few graphics, make sure that those are set and ready to go. Pre-dropped up all the polls and things like that, because those polls are like really specific, so you can't really mess up those polls. So that's definitely like a very tedious part of this for sure. But again, that's pretty much the big deal for this week and your major update when it comes down to the 2025 Music Mondays Awards. So again, voting and nominations will be live on January 9th. Voting will officially close on the 16th, and we'll be hosting the awards on the 19th of 2026 and this month. So again, keep your eyes peeled for that. Of course, we'll be announcing everything on socials, especially on Friday and heading into the weekend as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Make sure you follow us on social media to stay up to date. And then, of course, this will be uploaded on the Music Mondays YouTube channel for a little bit of an update. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We do upload 2 times per week, every single Thursday, every single Saturday, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. So make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love. Let's get it, baby. Excellent. Well done.